Hello out there in the land of the watchers. Is anybody up? Because I have got some news. Hello, anybody out there? There is open water right here in front of the tripod. Oh my goodness. Check it out. You know what? I'm going to turn my car around so we can get a good look at it. Hang on a second. This is big, big news, people. Look at this. Look at this. I'm in my car because my phone almost out of battery today. But look at this. Hang on. Hang on. Look. Can you see that big spot of open water? Look at that. Look. Can you see that water moving? Look where it is. Look where it is. Open water right here. Look, there's open water there. Open water here. Look at that, everybody. That is some big news. Woot woot. That's huge. Huge news. Open water right there in front of the tripod. What do you think of that? Look at that. You can see that water starting to move there. Is it going to go tomorrow? It might. It is 44 degrees, 9:30 at night here in Nenana. What is going to happen? It definitely has a tilt to it. Can you see down there at the bottom how the feet on the right-hand side are definitely, the black is definitely shorter than what's on the left-hand side? So it's tipping upriver at the moment. That is pretty awesome. Look at that. That happened today with that open water. You know, it was not like that when I was down here earlier today. Look at that big hole right there. Look at that. I'm going to get out here and see what's going on down by the edge. That's pretty cool, huh? Look at that. So the only problem is, though, is there's no more open water down this way except all the way down there to the Nenana. So there's no place for this river to go yet. Nothing is open down here, but that is definitely moving. Look at that. That's wonderful, amazing. If you look over here, you can see that river water coming up on top of the ice right there. You see it right there? Let me get my finger in here. Where's my finger? Right there. That's going to melt it. Look at that. I don't know if it's supposed to be freezing tonight, but things are definitely starting to happen around here. 44 degrees. Things are moving. Look at that tilt on that. I'm going to go stand right underneath the flag so you can see how tippy that is. So here we go. Okay, this is right where I was standing this afternoon. Can you see how much tippier it is? Look at that. So I'll show you upriver here, but really there's no more open water upriver. We've just got this big spot. This right along here, that's right at the edge of the riverbank. So I don't think there's any water moving down there. But there is definitely movement right in here. OMG. Look at that. Pretty awesome. Okay, so let's talk about what happens. The tripod looks like it might fall over this way, right? So if it falls over that way and it stays where it is, it might pull the siren, but it probably will not pull the clock. If it pulls the clock, it's all over.
If it pulls the siren and not the clock keeps running.
So sometimes the tripod moves all the way down here before the clock pulls. Sometimes it falls toward the bank this way, and then the rope is in the water. And then when the some ice comes by and pulls the rope, and then the rope pulls the clock, really it's anybody's guess. When is my guess? Oh, I wish I had a guess. Who knows? Who knows when it's going to be? If it stays warm, it'll probably be in 2 days. That's my guess. Too late to buy tickets. Maybe Saturday. You know, the guy I was talking to earlier today said another week. Pat, I don't know. You might be wrong on that one. I don't know. It definitely looks like right here, it's trying to open up this spot. Can you see how the water comes up on top of the ice right there? Kind of makes some swirlies going around. I don't see any ice pieces coming down through here, so it's really not pulling any from upstream. But that could change, really. Let's see here. Let's go see who's in the watchtower and see what they have to say. Look at the beautiful moon up there. Isn't that a lovely sunset? Boy, it just doesn't get any better than this around here, I tell you. 9:30 at night, and look at that beautiful sunset. Aren't we lucky? Okay. So it's 9:30 at night. It's 44 degrees. Pretty nice around here. It's a little breezy. We're going to take a look at the clock, which is still running, by the way. There's Willie, my friend, in there. He's on the board with us, and he's a watchman. He's been doing this for lots and lots and lots of years. So we're just checking out the clock. Remember, it's a 1 hour behind where we are, so we're at 9:30. It's looking there about 8:40. So we're just checking out the river. I watch the webcam at home too, so I know when to come down here. And it looked to me like there was some open water. So I ran down here, and lo and behold, right here in front of the tripod is a great big hole of open moving water. Can you believe it? Pretty exciting. This probably will be the first year that it goes out before April 20th. What's that, still 2 weeks? I don't think it's going to make that. But if you look down here, down the river, there's really no place for anything to move. And it's kind of all got to go. Otherwise, this doesn't go anywhere. You look upriver, same. Really no place to go. I don't know if the tripod has ever fallen down through the ice and gotten dragged under the ice. That would be exciting. I've never heard that. So it is about 45 degrees down here. You can see that the wind is blowing a little bit. You know, the Ice Classic is really big on tradition. So the Ice Classic clock has been set to Alaska Standard Time from like as long as anybody can remember. But as you know, in the spring, we spring forward an hour, but that is after the tripod is set on the ice, because we set it on the ice in March, early March. So the tripod stays on Alaska Standard Time. It doesn't switch forward to daylight savings time, so it's always on Alaska Standard Time. And if, you know, we ever go back to not having daylight standard time, daylight savings time, then the tripod is just going to stay the way it is. This contest is huge in the it's always been done that way category. So that's the way it is. It has been discussed often at the board meetings whether or not to change it. And right now the consensus is leave it the way it is. So that's what it is. I know it's confusing, but it's on the tickets. It's on the brochures. It's on the website. So, I mean, how many other ways, times can you explain it? You know, I don't mind going over it again because it is confusing, but we're not trying to hide anything. Nobody's, you know, hiding it. Nobody's pretending like it doesn't exist. All right, down. Let's see what's going on. All right. So I'm sitting here and I'm watching this spot right here. And this is pretty interesting. I know you cannot see it as well as I can. But this ice right here in front is really doing stuff. Like the water's coming up through it and going over the top of it. And that's pretty interesting. There's little pieces of ice moving along there. And I think by tomorrow morning, let me get out here a little bit. I think by tomorrow morning, this whole piece right here will probably be a big hole. Whether that hole is going to be big enough to do anything to the tripod, who knows? But the tripod certainly is tipping. All right, let me see. What else is going here? Let me know anything about Tom Waters. Well, I did talk about him the other day. I haven't heard anything recently about Tom Waters. He has won the Ice Classic 3 times, if you can believe that, and he's always very close on his guesses. The last time he won was in 2012, and really, I don't know if he's still guessing or is still around. I mean, if I had that kind of luck, dude, I'd do that every day. So, I mean, you know, if he wants to jump on and be like, dude, I'm here, and let us all know, you know, when we should guess, you should totally do that, don't you think? I'm going to go back through the comments here and see what else is going on here. All right, back to where the clock was, earliest on record. So it's about 45 degrees here, and it's going to be dropping. I mean, the sun is not shining, so I'm starting to get cold down here. Let me see. Is it going to go tonight? My guess is no, because there's really no place for it to go unless it were to drop and get dragged under, which, hey, I mean, is possible. Tomorrow? Probably not. I mean, there's still not really any place for it to go. But, I mean, hey, that could change really quickly, right? I mean, this spot right here is really chewing things up. So that's awesome. Let me go up this way a little bit. You can see it's starting to get dark here. It's getting hard to see. There is a little open spot back there. But other than that, I don't see any open spots down here. Any other open spots right here by the tripod. Today, hey, if that Tom Waters guessed today and tomorrow and it goes down, that would be so awesome. Let me see. There was a big comment here. Let's see. Someone's saying the middle of the river was the first to go out there. What does the guy in the tower think? You want me to go talk to him? I can go talk to him. He's really nice. His name is Willie. He is a long time Alaskan. He's been here for a while. We'll go talk to him. We'll see. I think Bandit is over here too. Bandit is a local dog that hangs around. He's really fluffy and nice. So we'll go see. You know, it might drop cold tonight, so who knows? I'm getting chilly out here. It's about 45. We'll come see if he wants to talk to us. Oh, look, here's Bandit. Hi, baby. He's fuzzy like that all year round. We'll see if he'll come talk. Can I come in? Whew, it's so warm in here. I feel so official. I've never actually been in here before. Wow.
Just don't go over that.
No, I'm not touching none of that. I'm sitting here in the watchman's chair. Look. This is so great, Willie, really. Look at that awesome view of the tripod. So, I'm doing Facebook Live, talking to people, showing them that big hole out there. And they want to know, Willie, what you think.
Don't know.
I keep telling them, like, if we knew, we'd all be rich around here, right?
We'd only buy one ticket if we knew.
Right? So this is a nice little house that's sitting here. House maybe is kind of a big word. There's a nice wood stove over here.
No, that's an oil drip heater.
A what?
Oil drip heater.
It's an oil drip heater. Well, it is nice and warm in here.
You just look in the front port, you see the flame through the window.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, that makes it nice and cozy in here.
Mm-hmm. How
long have you been working for the Ice Classic?
Geez, I don't know. Since I was 16.
So. How many different jobs have you done?
Just about all of them. Except this first time being night watchman, you know, these last couple of years.
Yeah. You've usually done it during the day, right?
Yeah.
How many times has it gone out while you've been on?
I think 2 or 3 times.
Are you still excited by it?
Oh, yeah. It's not as dramatic as it used to be. I remember when I was in high school, that when the ice went out, it would roar. There'd be so much force in the ice breaking up and the water pushing it out, you know.
Yeah.
It was.
I remember that from about one of the first years I was here, maybe back in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
It was like that. It was really thick and it was coming up off the bottom, kind of like whales coming out of the water.
The anchor ice.
And it was really cool because it was pretty high down here, and it was grating all along the metal on the edges.
Yeah.
And you could feel the ground shake with that.
Yeah.
So what's the anchor ice? Is that what's on the bottom?
Yeah, you know, it anchors to the shore, you know, the shallow parts where it freezes.
So is that like where it's solid from the top to the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
The shallow parts, you know.
But there's water that flows in the middle of the river all year, right?
Yeah.
How deep do you think it is? It's out there under the tripod.
I got no idea. I don't know what it is.
Have you ever been swimming out there?
Not here. But, you know, down there by Charlie Smith's camp, we used to live down there.
Uh-huh.
We used to swim in there. And then up at 6 Mile, we used to swim. And that's upriver.
You know, I have to tell you, I'm scared of being in water that I can't see the bottom. So I have never been in this river past, like, my ankles. Oh. So, yeah, I don't think I'd be out there.
Yeah, you live on the river, you gotta learn how to swim, you know.
Yeah. You know, I always forget, though, how fast it moves.
Yeah, it does move fast.
And when the ice starts coming down and you can see those pieces going down and you just go, whoo, boy. Yeah. They really move. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen it where the tripod has fallen through the ice and been dragged under the ice?
No.
Do you think that's a possibility that could happen?
I'm not sure. Anything is possible. Just because we hadn't seen it doesn't mean it couldn't happen.
Right? All right. Well, thank you for talking. You've answered all kinds of questions that people are asking. Let me look here real quick and see if they've got any specific questions for you. Most people are saying, hey, Willie, hi. All righty. Well, thank you for welcoming me into this little house. Okay. It was cold out there.
Yeah.
And I've never been in here before, so that's super duper cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know. Probably see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Have a nice evening.
Yeah.
No napping.
Yeah.
And here's a fuzzy boy. There's lots of people down here still. Just saw somebody walking there. Alex came down to see what's going on. Here's another car down here seeing what's going on. I don't know if we're going to wake up to see it down. Possibly. I know that I will rush out in the morning and come down here before work. I will probably make a few trips down tomorrow during the day. I have a good job where I can run out for a few minutes. I'm a cook, so as long as I got the food done on time, I can pretty much run down here. I work about 2 blocks away. So I'll make sure to keep everyone updated now that something is finally happening. All right, so it's about 45 degrees. You can see down here at the river, it's windy. You can see the flags going. There's a big hole right here between the bank and the tripod. Here's another big hole developing over here. I'm going to zoom out a little so you can see how big that is. There's a little hole up there above the tripod up there. But if you look upriver, really nothing is going on up there. Still pretty solid. We'll go all the way around here. All the way around here, and you can see it's still pretty solid around here. So if it goes below freezing tonight, this might stop up again just right on the surface. But if it stays in the 40 to 50 degree range, it'll get bigger, that's for sure. So the most movement I'm seeing right now is in this hole. I'm going to zoom up there a little bit. You can see there's a little bit of ice movement going on there. You can see there's some little ice, like ice cubes down here. The water's coming up over the top of the ice. Probably my guess is tomorrow this whole dark spot right here, this whole dark spot will be open. Right here, you see this big dark spot right here. Probably all of this will be open. Don't think it's going to have an effect on the tripod, but we're certainly got a tippy tripod out there right now. So it may fall over. Okay, so let's talk about the jackpot. The jackpot has not been determined yet because the jackpot is a percentage of ticket sales. And the biggest cost to the Ice Classic is the labor pool. You know, I was over there earlier today showing you how many people are working there. Well, like over this month, there's like 150 people that work there. So that really is the biggest part. So we have to make sure that the labor pool is covered from the ticket sales. And then, of course, there's all the operating costs, you know, printing the tickets, shipping the boxes out, all that kind of stuff. There are a couple salaried people that are on. Sherry, the manager, and the office assistant, Teresa, they're on salary. So their money, their pay comes out of that. So the jackpot then comes from the ticket sales. Well, we don't know how many tickets have been sold until they count them all. And if you saw what's over there earlier, they might have like 300,000 tickets, and they have to count all of those by hand. The train's coming! I'm so excited. Look at this. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Can you see its light over there yet? There it is. It's almost too dark. We're going to see it go right there behind the tripod. So get ready to do a screenshot because it's going to be beautiful. Oh, isn't that lovely? Here it comes. Are you screenshotting? Look at that. Oh, I'm just sitting here like totally happy. Look, I'll turn this around. Look at how totally happy I am. I love the train. And it's so beautiful right here. I love hearing the train. I do live close enough where I get to hear the train. Of course, everybody here can hear the train. We're going to watch it go across the bridge. Okay, so somebody asked, what happens if the tripod tips over before they add them? Okay, so they are going to be continuing working on the tickets for a whole month. The tripod tipping over at this point has nothing to do with that. They will enter all the tickets into the database. Let me see if I can get it focused. And they will do that regardless of when the tripod tips. I'm trying to get it focused though. I don't want to fall here. I just about killed myself. And look at that over the bridge. Does it get any more beautiful? Look at that. Oh my gosh, look how long this train is. It's super long. It's all the way across the river, look. So the train has to do a big loop here in Nenana. You may have seen that on the map because you see how high up the train is across the river. It's got to come down about 20 feet to come down here to where I am. And it can't do that on a real sharp curve because it can't go up that high. So that's why we've got that great big loop out there. Look at this train. Oh my gosh. I have never seen a train this long come through here. Okay. Now we go here. Okay, so how long does it take him to count the tickets? It could take them all the way up until the 1st of May. They will not announce the winners until all of the tickets have been in and counted. And so that'll take a while. Generally, jackpot checks are mailed out on June 1st. And all the winners will be contacted, I don't know what it is, like a week prior to that. But yeah, it takes a long time because those tickets aren't just like looked at once and put in a computer. Those tickets are looked at and looked at and looked at and looked at and compared to what's in the computer. I think the tickets are touched like 11 times by people before the counting is finished. That train is still going. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you know what? I would not be surprised if the train does ripple the river, because when I'm at home sitting on the couch, and I live probably half a mile from the train tracks, at least, I can feel it. Okay, so somebody asked where the tripod camera is, so I'm looking right at it. So you see that little white dot up there? Right up, where's my finger? Right there. That's the camera you're looking through. Oh, look, it just blinked at us. That maybe is when it takes the picture. All right, I don't think I could count that many cars on this train, but don't worry, we're gonna get to watch it again. I'll come up here so we get the full effect. Look at the beautiful moon out tonight. Where is the moon? It's up there somewhere. There it is. Look at the beautiful moon. Isn't that a beautiful color blue? Gosh, I live in such a beautiful place. Okay, so we're gonna walk around here and we'll watch the train go by, and then I'm freezing. So I'm gonna go home and go to bed, and then we'll see what's happening at 7 o'clock in the morning. Wow, I just stepped in a hole. Sorry about that. Yes, everybody come visit Nenana. You can come see me. I'll make a video of you. Well, across from us here, I'll just talk about this. This is St. Mark's Church, right there, still standing. It has such a beautiful altar in it. It's Episcopal church, And on the altar, they have an altar cloth that's white moose hide. Oh, look, Willie's coming out to watch the train too. See him there? Here comes the train. Look at that. You get the tripod and the train. Yes, they blow their horns like this all night long. When they come through, they blow through every intersection. Some of them, though, are like, toot, 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 and other guys are like, we're waking up the town. I'm waving at him. This is such a long train. I can't believe it. It's getting really dark out here, though. Willie's over here checking out the tripod. If you look, you can see him on the camera, too. Probably Bandit, too. There's Bandit. He's like a town dog. Everybody knows Bandit. Look at that train, still going. I don't think I'll be able to even leave because the train's gonna be going for so long. There it goes, off around the corner, headed down toward Anchorage. Lots of people moving, I guess. All right, one quick look at the tripod. It's really tilty. Check out those holes. All right, I'll see you early in the morning. Bye.